Russia is already a very attractive country for Bosch. Bosch has a very long history. We started our first activities 110 years ago in Russia. Today we have more than 3,000 associates in Russia, and we are manufacturing and selling a wide array of products in this country. And we have further investments. For instance, we are just to start a new factory for automotive components. We believe that the Russian automotive market will grow in future. So what should Russia do to stay attractive? Well, for us it's very important that we get first a stable economy. That means that the market, the domestic market, is steadily growing and the wealth of the people is developing in a way that more and more consumers can afford good products, good quality products. Second, it's very important that we get well-trained and good associates. We have worldwide a run, specifically in emerging markets, for good engineers, for instance, for good workers. And I believe it's very important that the educational systems in Russia develop excellent working power in this country. And the third point is that we have to find very good suppliers. Only if we have good suppliers we can make use of all the advantages the merchant market has. What mean disadvantages? For instance, I mentioned the requirement suppliers. For us, it's sometimes difficult to find the right number of competitive suppliers in Russia. This is a challenge for us. Also, to find good people is not always easy, as we have competitors, and the Russian labor market for some special specifications is also quite tight. So there are challenges, but we face these challenges also in China, in India, in Indonesia. It's not only Russia. For us, it's very important that a country develops in a continuous, stable growth environment. And the growth rates of Russia in the past 10 years were quite good. I believe that the German government knows very well how important Russia in general is as a market and as a partner for the German industry. And this was clearly mentioned in the past weeks, months, and also years. What's very important for us is that we come back to a stable situation where diplomatic answers are given successfully, and that we also have a stable situation for the consumers in the countries. Then also the Russian economy could suffer if we have an unstable situation and unsolved questions. And this suffering of Russian economy would also, of course, harm our business, but it would also harm. In the very moment, our business in the Ukraine is not that much affected. We have a small, very small operation. We take care of our associates, and the things are running as before. Of course, everybody is hoping that the instability we have in Ukraine in the moment is disappearing fast, as this, of course, harms the business in general. So it's very difficult to generate growth in these days. But our operations, no, in the moment we don't have plans for that. We are always long-term thinking. Also our investments in Russia, we plan to do our long-term investments, and of course today we believe that this investment is a good one, but of course, as I said earlier, we have to come to a stable